Pisces, I'm Ronique and welcome to Scorpio Soul Time. Welcome to your February 2025 monthly tarot reading. This is where we're going to look at the astrological energies of the month of February. This is a big month, especially for you all Pisces, as you come into your solar return, as well as Saturn and Neptune are getting close to their last degrees here. So this is a lot of concentration of Pisces. We're also going to have Mercury moving into the sign of Pisces. We have Venus moving into Aries. Jupiter will go direct in Gemini, as well as Mars stations direct in Cancer, and Mercury will be conjunct Saturn in Pisces. So much going on in your sign. This is going to be pivotal time for you all Pisces to figure out if you all are on the trajectory that you want to move through. And even if you're not, this is going to be the energy to help you through it. So check the description box below. Also, if you haven't taken a look at those mid-January to mid-February career tarot readings, I will leave a link below. All right, Pisces, let's go week by week. So you start off the beginning of February with the King of Swords in the reverse, as well as the King of Wands also in reverse. Second week of February finds you with the Hermit card, Virgo energy here, major arcana, as well as the Three of Swords. Third week finds you with the Four of Wands. Always nice to see the Four of Wands, especially after receiving that Three of Swords. And you have the Hierophant, which is Taurus energy. And Uranus did just move direct in Taurus at the end of January. And you end February with the Ten of Wands, as well as the Temperance card, Sagittarius energy, major arcana there. So it looks like you have the Hierophant, the Temperance, and the Hermit, all major arcana cards, or those are going to be your major themes for February. Let's go ahead and ask Spirit to send you a card representing the energy that you bring into February. This is going to be energy possibly you were dealing with back in January. Spirit, if you can send my Pisceans a card. And you have the Six of Cups in reverse. So for several of you all Pisces, back in January could have been a time where you were dealing with loved ones from the past, or possibly some type of nostalgic conversations were being had with even this could have been people that you know, or it could have been nostalgic conversations being had, like remembering times at a different job, or possibly when you lived in a different neighborhood. But with it in the reverse, it does suggest that many of you all could have had conversations that were dealing more with you not getting along with someone, or you not enjoying the remembrance or the nostalgia and trying to move away from that. So I will tell you, as you come into February, we already have these two kings that are both in reverse, which does suggest some type of power plays, possibly those in authority. This could be father figures, or this could be at a job. There is something here where someone from your past possibly has reared their head back in January, and you look like you could be trying to move away from this energy. So it'll be interesting to see as we move through your reading how this comes into play. But if this is something that you all directly resonate with, figure out if you are trying to move away from that energy or these people or those themes, okay? All right, Pisces, let's pull one last card, which will be a... Ooh, okay, too many came out. Let's keep going. Pisces energy oracle message, if you can send us one, Spirit. Your cards are very clunky today, Pisces, which means lots going on here. And you have Warrior, be fearless and stand strong. Look how powerful that card is, Pisces. So for any of you all who are needing to find some type of courage, whether this is you overcoming some type of struggle, you dealing with people, like I said, that were not for your highest good, possibly. It feels like someone is trying to overcome an energy here. And it does say be fearless and stand strong. So if you have been having challenges, especially with Mars and Cancer, Mars doesn't like being in Cancer. And for many of us, our courage or us being able to stand strong has been more in an emotional standpoint. And that's not where Mars wants to be. So I do think that as Mars transitions direct into Cancer by the end of February, this energy is really going to help you all, Pisces. And Spirit is telling you that this is going to be possibly an emotional time with Saturn and Neptune both in your sign, but you have all of the courage and you're going to get even more strength as you move throughout the month. So that is really important for you, Pisces. So I'm glad to see that. Okay, so let's go week by week. As I was saying, you can already see here there's some type of power struggle here at the beginning of February, where we do have on the 1st Venus conjunct Neptune at 27 degrees Pisces. This could be karmic and soul searching, possibly feeling of a higher purpose here. But I do feel like around the 3rd, when Mercury moves into Aquarius, there is trining Jupiter in Gemini. There is some optimism, as well as Venus conjunct the North Node in Pisces. So there's intuition, compassion. And it does feel like here someone either in a higher position is kind of going back and forth with power plays. This could be you and a colleague. This could also be possibly in your family if there's like dueling fathers or father figures. But there's something here where you're going to really need to pay attention to not getting in the mix of the drama if possible, trying to steer clear of this. I do think Jupiter direct in Gemini on the 4th and Venus entering Aries on the 4th could really help you out here, could help you be able to steer clear of this energy. And if this is you and you are getting into some kind of at odds conversation or just not being able to see eye to eye, take a step back, regroup, and come back at it later on in the week or later on in the month if possible, okay? Because you don't want to get into any kind of power plays, especially with Mars not at its strength, okay? And I do feel like you all have been having some challenges in this area, especially once we come to this 2nd week of the month where we have the Hermit, 3 of Swords. 3 of Swords is that mentally being taxed, possibly heartbreak. I do see, let's see, the middle of February, we do have Mars retrograde in Cancer trining Saturn in Pisces. So this could be emotionally challenging, but it also could be like you stepping back and figuring out what you really want, Pisces. And I think that is going to be your mantra for February is like, what do I want? What do I want to build? What do I need to move away from? You can see here with the dueling kings, as well as that warrior, be fearless and stand strong. This is going to be a time for you to stand back, figure out what you need to do to regain your momentum. And I do think by the time we get to that Leo full moon on the 12th, something is enlightened for you. You are reach some kind of culmination point by the time you get to the 12th. And I do think Mercury moving into your sign on February 14th could help you with some of this heartbreak, but it also could be around this time. Don't be surprised if, this is Valentine's Day. This could be conversations around emotions. If you can try and stay clear of the heavier emotions during this time, I do think that this could help you. And once the sun enters your sign on the 18th, I think you will start feeling your power again, which is really nice to hear, right? Now, by the time you move to the 3rd week of the month, look at this. You have regained some type of sense of purpose once the sun enters your sign on the 18th. On the 20th, we have Mercury in your sign squaring Jupiter in Gemini. So this could be like too much conversation. This could be a lot going on. I do feel like whoever this was with the kings, maybe it was your organization, like I had said, this Hierophant feels like someone of power steps in and is like, this is how how we're going to do it. Or some type of financial news reaches you and your spouse, or possibly you and some colleagues, and you're feeling so much better about your situation than you were in the first half of February. And I do think that that February 22nd, when Neptune is conjunct the North Node in your sign in Pisces, this is when you have heightened intuition. I feel like your dreams and meditations could be more helpful for you. And I do think that you and your spouse, or you and a loved one, or even if this is a business venture with this Hierophant, this could be really telling of some type of good news coming forth. But I also feel like this Hierophant could be telling from the end of January, when Uranus moved direct in Taurus. You could have had some kind of out of the blue information there, and it starts really coming to fruition here in that 3rd and 4th week of February, okay? Okay, Pisces, so by the time you are rounding out February, you have this 10 of Wands, this Temperance card. Mars moves direct in Cancer on the 23rd, which will be great for everyone because Mars doesn't really love being in Cancer. And I do think that that Mercury conjunct Saturn in Pisces on the 24th, really knowing your limitations is going to be important. I think you are coming to an end of a hard cycle here, Pisces, that you have been going through probably at least for the last 6 months or so. And I do think it's coming to an end here towards the end of February. And I do think that that Pisces new moon on the 27th is a perfect time for you to figure out what type of balance you need in your life, Pisces. Realizing if the job was too much, if your family dynamics is not enough, maybe you are doing too much. This 10 of Wands is like you need to drop something that is no longer serving you and is weighing you down, okay? So I do think this month, Pisces, is going to be this month of you all really finding your mojo, really being able to weigh in on this, being fearless, standing strong, and figuring out how to steer clear of drama in your life so that you can get to this happier place of letting go. So I think this is going to be really big for you all, Pisces, because remember, we have the North Node in your sign. So this is like a process that will be being carried out over the next 18 months. Okay, Pisces, I hope this was helpful for you. Take a look at your sun, moon, and rising signs in this video series. Drop me a comment. Let me know what you're looking forward to this month, and I'll talk to you later.